his back on me. I'm a cripple. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different ones. Ain't no way out, I tell you once. Don't pray for nothing, sin and curse. We can't forgive us for forbidden. Remain in them trenches. I trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the times that I did. If rankings give. All jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm this and that for life, this and that for life. I'm one rest for life, nigga. This a blood oath. Hey, yo, Madara. Here go a class for you, my nigga. 140 for the rebel. The world turned its back on me. I'm a cripple. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different ones. Ain't no way out, I tell you once. Don't pray for nothing, sin and curse. We can't forgive us for forbidden. Remain in them trenches. I trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the times that I did. If rankings give me, have your respect to your apprentice. Be about your business. This loyalty's a damn sentence. Look, trying to pick up with a blind fit. They said there'll be many mansions. I'm just grinding for my time share. Them devils ain't playing fair. They hunt you like Van Pelt, but ain't no getting out the game like Jumanji. You take that oath, it's a Dundee. They try to deal death to a priest. You won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand. Just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times, then it's death do us part. No. So how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go this zone. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Ain't no more guessing, ain't no more questions. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jetson. Murder for capital Nines, murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fuck 'em, raise it, raise it. I pity those watching life as it go by. Be giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. And pump smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead and soldado. In the photo, salute my nigga. Salute my nigga. They like, how you stay focused? I told them I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. And I never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs, they under anesthesia. Shorty say she need me, say she wanna let that love go. Told I let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood. So, how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go this zone. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah, yeah.
All right, shalom. Yeah. Shalom. My bad, y'all. Shalom, y'all. Bashim al-Shabbat to the Akim. Y'all Shemar Thun Bashim al-Shah to the sisters, right? All right. This is today's class for Brotherhood class for Trenton, New Jersey, right? I.S.U.P.K. First and foremost, I'm Officer Mathumya out of I.S.U.P.K. Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. We've been around since 1969, teaching the truth to all of our people, Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, teaching that they the real Israelites of the Bible, you know what I mean? And not those people that's getting blown the hell up over there in Palestine and in Israel state right now. You know what I mean? They're not the real Jews, but we are. And we've been teaching this all the way back since 1969, like I just was saying, you know what I mean? And, you know, we intend to keep on doing that until our king return. You know, understand what I'm saying? So we're going into a lot of things. Some of these things, you know, I want to touch up on, I wanted to talk about that traitorous brother. What's his name? Stoudemire. You know what I mean? Or whatever his name is. You talk, yeah. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about Kevin Gates. You know what I mean? Disgusting. You know what I mean? Talk about that. We're gonna get into a couple things here today. And you know what I mean? Welcome to the Brotherhood class. Now we're gonna get first and foremost, give me Matthew chapter 24 and verse 1. Go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 1. And Jesus went out and departed from the temple.
They departed from the temple. Go ahead, read on.
And his disciples came to him for to show him the building of the temple.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 2. And Jesus said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another, that shall not be thrown down.
Right. There should not be one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. Like, you know what I mean? Just like he's talking about ancient, he's talking about Jerusalem back then. You know what I mean? Now it's gonna happen, it's happening again, and that's biblical prophecy. You know what I mean? Like, for that to happen it just means like we're real close. We are real close to the end, man. We are dead close to the end, and it's unbelievable. You know what I mean? And it was great. Like, you know what I mean? I had a realization, not realization, but I don't know what the exact word for it, but like the feeling I had when I found out that Israel went and got attacked by Gaza, them Hamas militants group. You know what I mean? I was just like, damn. And then they went back and did double the damage that they did to them. Damn, like, you know what I mean? They getting it on in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, man. They getting it in. You know what I mean? And it don't look like it's going to stop. It look like it's going to keep going. It look like there's no slowing down with this. You know what I mean? And what does this mean for us as a people? Like, what does this mean? Like, does that mean? Well, we gonna get into that. You know what I mean? Where was we at? We was at verse 2. Yeah. All right. So yeah, let me get to this scripture real quick. Yeah. So yeah, the biblical prophecies is happening. It's happening again. It just happened this week. You know what I mean? So, and just how he said, Christ said, the stones will be not stacked upon each other. Paraphrasing back how it was back then. You know what I mean? We're in your neighborhood. The buildings that you see around your state or in your city, the buildings are not going to be standing when Christ come back. Like, everything's going to be decimated. Everything's going to be destroyed. You know what I mean? Everything's going to be destroyed. He's not coming back for no hugs and kisses, man. He coming to save his people, man. He coming to save his people. And for any Christians that want to detest to that, you know what I mean? I could read real quick. You just hold where you at in the ball. I'm gonna read this real quick. Just, you know what I mean? Christian want to come around, want to slither in here. You know what I mean? And don't think you Christians not welcome to put anything in the chat. You can put something in the chat and get roasted up here. Go ahead and do it. All right, I got Matthew chapter 1 verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahushua, for he shall save his people from their sins. His people, man. If I say like, listen, like I'm about to go to the store, you know what I mean? I'm just getting something for my people that I brought with me, or my people here waiting at the crib for me. I'm getting something for them. Am I getting something for everybody, or am I just giving some food for specific people? You know what I mean? It's not going to be everybody. It's obviously not everybody. That's the same thing with this scripture right here. He came to save his people only. Now back to where you was at. 24 and 1. Go ahead, you can read it. Well, actually, we just broke that down. So you go read on from that actually.
2.
Verse 3.
Verse 3. And he shall sit upon the mountain of Olives.
Slocking, my fault. Skip me down to verse 4. Verse 4. Now, this is after the disciples asked Christ about his second coming. They want to know what it's going to, how we know about the times when you're coming back. Like, what's the signs we should be looking for when you coming back, your second coming, when you come to take Jerusalem back and restore the land back? When are these things going to happen? Go ahead, read.
God. Matthew 24:4. And Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you.
Right. Let no man lie to you. Go ahead.
Verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ.
Many shall come in my name, saying, I'm Christ. You know what I mean? Didn't that purple weird dude had like a picture made it like he had a picture of himself showing like he's Black Christ and all that. You know what I mean? That's what people doing. They claiming to be Christ, followers of Christ. You know what I mean? Go ahead, read.
And shall deceive many.
Yeah.
Verse 6.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. Ye shall hear of war and rumors of war.
You shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, man. What did we hear this past week? That Israel got attacked. That their women got abused next to dead bodies, next to unalived bodies. Damn. They got attacked. They got devastated. You know what I mean? I think by now it's been over like 1,000 unalivings that happened over there. You know what I mean? Last time I checked, it was 900, but I believe it's like well over 1,000 by now. And they went and retaliated. They went, you know what I mean? They got back at them, and then they said, you know what I mean? They said, you know what I mean? We raising war against them. We raging war against them. You know what I mean? It's on now. It's on and popping. Like, and that's why I don't feel like that this is going to be slowing down anytime soon. So, like, I mean, like, hey, brothers and sisters, like, I don't know, man. We've been telling you since 1969 to come in this truth. Come in this truth. Change your life, man. Change your life. You think we just saying it just because we robots and we just saying it to say it? We saying it because we love you, man. We love you, man. We don't hate you. We don't hate you. It might sound like we trying to bash you or this, that. We bashing your lifestyle. That's what we're doing. Bashing your lifestyle. We bashing your demons out of you. You know what I mean? We trying to make sure that you get right before it's too late. Before it's too late, man. You know what I mean? You don't got much time to change either, man. You don't got much time, man. That's why we've been telling y'all, man, get in these classes and change your life. Be sincere about this truth. Be sincere, man, because listen, ain't nothing else out there for you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Going to Muslim mosque and get some saving out of there? What you gonna do? Bang your head on the ground 5 times a day or something like that? Or pray 5 times a day? However they do over there, I don't know. You know what I mean? And get some saving out of that. You know what I mean? You think Allah is gonna save you? Think Allah is really gonna save you? Allah is like, he ain't helping them people over there right now.
Okay.
He's not helping them people over there right now. You know what I mean? So what are you going to do? What are you doing in the Muslim? We not saying this so you can, hate us for it. But, you know what I mean? We prophets of the Lord. We're going to be hated. I get it. But this is us telling you the truth. So you don't have to, you know what I mean, fall with this place. You think you want to be found in a Muslim mosque? You want to be found in a Muslim mosque when Christ come back. When Christ make his second coming, you think you want to be spotted in there doing them little prayers that y'all do in there. You know what I mean? You think you want to be caught kissing a rock or somewhere in Mecca? You think you want to be caught doing that when Christ come back? This is serious business, man. Serious business. Like, when Christ come back, it's going to be a lot of unaliving. A lot. Like mass unaliving. You know what I mean? For the people who is not his people. And who wasn't enduring until the end.
Right.
for out of our people in Israel. You know what I mean? And we trying to get over all our people out. I know the prophecy said like 1/3 of our people was going to be, you know what I mean, won't make it. But we in the I.S.U.P.K are trying to get as much people as we can. We praying that we can get every single last one of you brothers in here, you know what I mean? So you don't have to suffer what's going to happen. I mean, suffer these things that's going to take place in this country. All them things that's going over, that's taking place over there in Palestine and Israel, the Israel, so-called Israel state over there. Best believe it's coming here. It's coming here to America. You know what I mean? This ain't no fear mongering type of thing. I'm not trying to do that, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? I love you. I love you, brothers and sisters that's watching these classes. You know what I mean? I love you. You know what I mean? We don't hate you at all. We don't hate you. We want you in these classes. That's why we tell you to stop doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? But I guess some people just gonna be victims to Satan. Victims to Satan, meaning like, you know what I mean? Not just the Muslims, Christians as well. You know what I mean? I know you think you follow God. I know you feel like you follow God and you are sanctified and you're holy, which y'all like to say, you know what I mean? Don't even know what the word holy means, you know what I mean? But you think you're something special in that Christian church, and when Christ comes back, he just you're going to see how special you're not. I'll put it like that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Get out the church, brother, like, and sister. And you think you want to, and check this out. Them brothers in the Christian church, they're not going to be like, you know what I mean? Sisters, real talk, right? Do you think you want a brother that's in that Christian church, sashaying around all the church, all over the damn place, switching, singing in the choir, more feminine than you are? You know what I mean? You know, he's like he's softer than you in there, damn near. You think you want a brother that's in the church, with you in that house? I know you feel like you do because you could run over him and you can make him do whatever you want him to do. That's what they want. You in these last times, man, you better get a real brother, man. A real brother that, you know what I mean, that you could only find in the UPK. You can only find them in I.S.U.P.K. In these last times, you're gonna need a brother in that house, a real man in that household. Don't the scriptures say, it's paraphrasing a little bit. It should be a time where I will make a man worth more than fine gold, something like that. 7 women shall lay hold on one man. Why is that? Because of times that's about to come in this place in the land called America, man. The times that's about to be that we about to face here in this place is going to be real crucial, and we're going to need brotherhood in this time, man. We're going to need brotherhood. We're going to need it. We're not going to need brothers beefing over little small petty things, you know what I mean? And plus, now, first and foremost, listen. We need brotherhood, right? So that means, brothers, listen, in this time period, pay attention to what we're saying on what we need to listen, keep, you know what I mean, the laws, statutes, and commandments of God. Brothers, don't sleep with your brother's woman, man. Don't do that. Don't do that in these, especially in these times. You know what I mean? You're supposed to always be keeping these commandments. You know what I mean? Don't sleep with your brother's woman. Don't abuse. Don't beat your woman. Don't, you know what I mean? Some brothers don't even need a woman damn near, because y'all be, you know what I mean, jacked up and, you know what I mean, with your life before you even had her. You know what I mean? Just saying, listen, stop sleeping with your brother's woman. That'll stop a lot of beef right now. You know what I mean? If we just keep the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments, that'll stop a lot of beef right now between us. You know what I mean? And in this time period, we don't need no beefs between us. You think them devils over there beefing with each other right now? You know, I think they had little discrepancies, you know what I mean, between each other before this happened. But now with this happening, you see them all sticking together because they realize they got some enemies to take care of, you know what I mean? They realize they under attack. they realize that they are, you know what I mean, they in the emergency mode right now. You know what I mean? They worrying about protecting theirs. When we gonna realize that, you know what I mean, we need to protect ours. Don't we need to protect ours? Aren't we a nation? Israel, aren't we a nation? We a nation, right? We deserve to live, right? We deserve our land, right? How we get that, man? How we get that? We need to follow the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord laid down for us. And that's as simple as it gets. I know you hear us say it every week, but this is a time period where you don't need to click off the video, man. You don't need to do that. You don't need to click off and find something else that's vanity, you know what I mean? Or that's worth nothing to be watching. You know what I mean? You busy watching what you entertained by? What you entertained by? Kevin Gates spitting in that sister's mouth. You entertained by that garbage? You know what I mean? What you entertained by? What you entertained by, man? Watching all these all these shows that just does nothing but pollutes your mind, man. Pollutes your spirit from what it needs to be, brother and sister. You know what I'm talking about? When you come in this truth, man, just come in the first and foremost, come in the truth. Get in these classes, learn your culture, your history, you know what I mean, and learn what we need to do in these last days. Because we damn sure, and we in these last days in the Bible. Right. We are closer than ever. I thought we was I remember when Russia went and did that to Ukraine, invaded Ukraine. I was like, damn. Man, I need to stop playing again. You know what I mean? I need to stop playing, but you know what I mean? It's the same thing now, and it's crazy because it's Israel and so-called Israel state and the Hamas militant group. You know what I mean? Gaza and all that shit, Salak and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So, excuse me for my language, but this is biblical prophecy, and we are that close. We are so close, and it's amazing. You know what I mean? Where was you at on that scripture? It was at verse 3, correct? Verse 3 or no, verse 4. Verse 4. You can start at the top of verse 4.
And Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you.
Right.
Verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
That's right. Go ahead.
Verse 6. And ye shall hear and ye shall hear of war and rumors of war.
Wars and rumors of wars, man. Go ahead, read.
See that ye be not troubled, for all these
See ye that ye what that say? See that ye be not troubled, man. Meaning, don't be worried. Don't be worried. Don't be scared. If you're keeping the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments, you don't have a thing to worry about. You don't got nothing to worry about. It's as simple as that, really. Like in these last days and times, you're gonna need to be on the right, you know what I mean? How can I say? You need to be on the good side of the Lord, you know what I mean, in these last days and times, you know what I mean? You need to be in the and you know what I mean, the Lord needs to have a reason not to have you go under the destruction of these nations in these last days and times. That's what you need to be. So what we saying continuously on these classes, like follow the Lord's law, said stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Stop eating mussels. You know what I mean? Stop eating stop being a whore or sly. I don't even know. We can't even say that. Stop being you know what I mean, abusing your body to sell your body to all these other. Stop being prostitute or things like, you know what I mean, whoremongers. Stop doing that, man. That's all that's going to do is lead you into destruction. That's what that's going to lead you to. You know what I mean? We tell you every week, stop sleeping with your brother's woman. If you love your brother, why are you sleeping with his woman? Sis, if you love that man, why are you turning your back on that man, backstabbing that man, and pouring yourself out to another brother? Come on, man. This is what we need in these last days and times, man. We need to realize our household. We need to get that straight. We need to get straight in the sight of the Most High. Most importantly, most importantly. You know what I mean? That's what we need to do. Any more on that?
Come.
Go ahead, read.
For these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
So yeah, man, all these things must come to pass. Like us being free, Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, the children of Israel, you know what I mean? For us to get freed out of this place, all these things need to happen. I know it's going to seem rough. It's going to seem rough, you know what I mean? And if you ain't in this school, you ain't in these classes, it's going to, you know what I mean? You're not going to know where to go. You're going to be like, if you're in the world, basically, you're lost. You don't even know what the hell is going on. You're not going to know where to go next. Hey, man, get into school, man. That's all I could say. Read on.
Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation.
For a nation shall rise against nation. What that mean? What's the nations, Nabar? What's that?
Russian.
What's the nations?
Our nation?
Yeah, like what's nations? What is it speaking about right there? Nations. For nations shall rise against nations.
It's talking about the so-called Israel and Pakistan, all of them.
You're right.
But
like in the general space, like what's that? I'll give you one more shot, you know what I mean? I'll give it to you.
Right, give it to me.
One more shot, give it a shot.
People against people, kingdom against kingdom.
All right. So nations against nations, like races against other races. You know what I mean? Race against race. I know y'all felt like the melting pot would have did good for America and all, well, you know what I mean? Yeah, for America. You know what I mean? Want to be like Babylon and all that. Ancient Babylon, where everybody come together. Listen, man. You want to get in the melting pot, see what's happening. It don't really matter what happens, you know what I mean? You want to join together, this, that, and other, like believing with that BS the Christian church talking about, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Races are going to go against other races. Nation shall rise against nation. Race wars is going to happen. That's going to happen in this war. Like race wars are going to happen. And if you in this truth, don't have much. If you in the truth and keeping the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments, you keeping them, you really don't have much to worry about. You know what I mean? You don't got money. If you on the Lord's good side, there's nothing really to be afraid of. Like Christ said in here, it said, "Be ye not troubled." If I'm not mistaken, paraphrase it a little bit. You know what I mean? See that ye be not troubled. That's what Christ said, man. Don't be scared, you know. But it's going to look crazy at a certain point. But go ahead, read on where you was at.
All these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
For what?
All these things must come to pass, for the end is not yet.
For all these things shall come, Slagging. Where you at? Verse 6?
End of verse 6.
End of verse 6. Okay. Yeah, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. The end is not yet. Go ahead, read on.
Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation.
For a nation shall rise against nation.
And kingdom against kingdom.
And kingdom against kingdom. Meaning different countries against different countries, man. State of Israel going against Gaza. You know what I mean? Russia invading Ukraine. You know what I mean? France is like about to be a total, complete mess in a minute. You know what I mean? It's about to be crazy, bro. And what brother's gonna do when all that stuff that's going? You think that can't come? You think that can't come over here? You think that can't come over here in the West, on the West? That's gonna come here. All them crazy things you see happening over there. Like I said earlier, like they're gonna be coming over here trying to, what they say in the scriptures, they say your children, they're gonna come and paraphrase and invade your home. I mean, ravish the children. And the women, things like that. All that stuff is gonna happen here. And you know what I mean? What we've been saying in I.S.U.P.K since 1969 is to come in this truth and renew yourself. You know what I mean? Be baptized of the Holy Spirit, like what Christ was talking about. And not what the church is talking about, not in the baptizing water and some dirty piss color water. You know what I mean? Not that. You know what I mean? I'm just talking about renewing your mind, your spirit being renewed. You're not the same person no more. You let that old man be unalive. You know what I'm talking about? That's what it is. That's what's going on. Go ahead, read on.
Come. And there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places.
There shall be famine, pestilence, and earthquakes. You know what I mean? In diverse places. You know what I mean? I forgot what Captain Mashak said. It was shout out to him. It was an earthquake just last week, and I think he said Egypt or somewhere, but like earthquakes in diverse places. That's been happening a lot recently in the past few years. That's been happening, and what you see now, Israel going to war. They going to war, man, and it don't look like it's slowing down. But I digress. Go ahead, read on.
Verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrow.
All these are the beginning of sorrows. Shoot, it's more on that, isn't it?
Verse 9. That's verse 8, not verse 9.
Yeah, in verse 9. All right. So no, you too wild right there. Now, man, what are we gonna do, Israel? What are we gonna do in this time period, right? And shout out to Ibad Hayah. You know what I mean? Shalom, Shabbat. What's going on? Now, Israel, what are we gonna do in this time period? Like, are we gonna stay asleep? Are we gonna stay rocked to sleep? You know what I mean? Are we gonna stay under these traps that the devil puts for us, lays for us to fall into? Are we gonna be so blind and not see what's ahead of us in this place? What are we gonna do? Are we gonna be like this brother I'm about to bring on the screen right now? You know what I mean? I'm about to bring him on, man. This dude crazy, man. This brother right here, I don't know what's up with him, man. Somebody need to talk to him. But Commander GEN.YAHANNA, shout out to him. Give him a round, you know what I mean? Give him a hand. Commander GEN.YAHANNA, he had some words for him already. So, you know what I mean? Somebody already spoke about him. Gave him some good words yesterday. If y'all was watching the show. Man. He said, we just going to get into it. That's all we going to do. We just going to get into it. Make sure.
Peace mode.
3, 2, 1.
I woke up, man, this morning with some disturbing news out of Israel. That Hamas kidnapping children, putting them in cages, killing women, killing the elderly. That's some coward shit. That's cowardly. And for all y'all Black Lives Matter who ain't saying nothing.
Hold up, man. Hold up. All right. And he's saying Black Lives Matter. You want to put, all right, so I'm guessing like, I don't think Black Lives Matter is like in the grave right now. I don't never heard nothing about Black Lives Matter, like the actual group. I feel like he's really talking about people that like to stand up for Black people and like to speak up for them. That's what I'm feeling right here, right? So he want to add people that speak up for Black people in at the end. But check what he said in the beginning, though. Check what he's saying.
3, 2, 1.
I woke up, man, this morning with some disturbing news out of Israel. That Hamas kidnapping children, putting them in cages, killing women, killing the elderly. That's some coward shit. That's cowardly. And for all y'all.
Damn. All right. So he would agree that the Mexicans on the border and their babies are Mexican Isupk babies are young brothers and sisters locked up in them cages over there is cowardly. Then he would agree that that's cowardly and that's punk BS, right? Like he would like to say that would be cowardly for the Mexican babies on the border to be treated so harshly by them devils over there, right? That would be harsh. That would be cowardly for them devils that brought us over here and murdered and stacked us up in the damn slave ships like sardines and made us defecate on each other on our children, elderly, don't matter, women don't matter. That he would agree that that's cowardly, right? But I ain't never heard him say nothing about that though. I ain't never heard him say nothing about George Floyd or Trayvon Martin, Freddie Gray breaking limbs in his back and all that. I ain't never heard him say nothing about them. But he want to speak up for Israeli people. He want to speak up for them people that took his identity.
Right.
Took his damn identity, and he want to speak up for them. He think he one of them. Now, Commander GEN.YAHANNA said it already. You know what I mean? Hey, man, the hell with us, the hell with you too, man. That's what I'm gonna say. Like, you know what I mean? He's a traitor. He's a traitor.
Okay.
He's a damn traitor, man. And you know what I mean? That's acts of heresy on the highest level right there. You know what I mean? It's a damn heretic. He want to speak out against us, and will never dare to let the words fumble out his mouth, talking about the devils that actually committed crimes against his people. Oh, you forgot about transatlantic slave trade, huh? You forgot about them Africans that gathered us up and sold us into the slave trade, right? You forgot about the Arabs that built them ships up, that built them ships and provided the ships so they could bring us over here. You forgot about that, huh? You forgot about that. The dummy don't even know. All right, so you in the Torah, he into the Torah and all that, right? He's into the Torah. He believes that he's one of them people over there, right? This dummy don't even know Amalek went and slaughtered his people when we was leaving Egypt. When we was leaving out of Egypt, he slaughtered us. Amalek slaughtered our young, our children, our elderly who couldn't fend for themselves at the end of the line, man. They did that to his people, but you won't never catch him saying anything about them. Because he's a punk, man. He's a punk, and he doesn't have enough guts to, I don't know, he probably really feel like he's one of them. I mean, look at the mirror, brother. Like, you a Judite. Go ahead, Nabar.
He just lost. He lost.
He's a lost brother. And he's a heretic and traitorous. You know what I mean? It's worthy of unaliving. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's worthy of unaliving. I'm going to tell you. It's worthy of that. Hey, man. Listen, I'm gonna hear some more what he got to say. Okay.
Y'all, Black Lives Matter, who ain't saying nothing. Well,
we get what he about to say. We already told him about it. So, you know what I mean? He need to understand, brother. He's a hypocrite. He's the biggest hypocrite, man. We called him out on it. You know what I mean? We need not to be like this brother right here. We need to not be like him. Understand that? We need to not be like him ever. And it's unfortunate he's not the only brother that thinks like that. You know what I mean? The only thing is he's with the Israelis and things like that. But like, we got brothers over here in well, I wouldn't say over here, but like, we also got brothers that will stand up for police officers and what they doing to us. Like, they just following protocol. What they just doing? Right. All that garbage. We need to not be like, I don't even know the brother name. What is it? Amari Stoudemire. You know what I mean? He got one of them double names as well. He's the worst example. Like, you know, we could tell, leadership shouldn't be mirroring what he's doing. You know what I mean? We get it. All right. We'll stop sharing that. You know what I mean? Now what you had that. Give me 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. If you could, Baba Gashar, because we got to realize, man, what world are we in right now? We in the world is given into the hands of the wicked. The world is given into the hands of the wicked. Who is running the land right now? Who is ruling the world? Salaki, I might have said the land. The world is given into the hands of the wicked. The world is given unto the hands of the wicked. And who's ruling the world right now? Who's ruling the world? We all know that. We all know who it is. You know who's the dictatorship or who prime minister of you got it? Okay, it's to you know what I mean, if you need me to get it, I can get it. You need me to get it? All right, I got it. I got you. We know who runs the world right now, temporarily, for a time period. We know who does. We know who that is. Esau, Edom. The Edomites run the world. They run the world, but it's for a certain period of. It's for a certain amount of time. It's not forever. It's not a thing where they just in power forever. You think we're gonna be in slavery forever? Hell no. But I got it for you. Second Ezra, chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world. Who is Esau? Damn, I don't got my book with me. It's in the damn. All right. Who is Esau? Y'all saw my. I'm pretty sure y'all saw my classes. You know what I mean? I did my first couple classes. I did a couple months back. Who is Esau? The so-called oppressor, the devil the Bible speaks of. That's Esau, the oppressor who runs America, who turns your damn lights off when you behind on paying that bill, who turns your who sends you damn, what's the word for that? Who throws y'all the hell out y'all apartment? You know what I mean? When y'all behind on bills. Who does that? Who y'all gotta go to get y'all clothes from? To get drawers and all that. Socks, soap, this, that, and the other. Who y'all gotta go to for that? Who the main person y'all gotta go, like, you know what I mean? Who really supplies, you know, of the oppressor the Bible speaks of. That's who it is, you know what I mean? Who is in the false depiction of Christ today? You know what I mean? That Caesar Borgia picture, that y'all Christians love to acknowledge as Christ. Y'all know who Esau is. The devil the Bible speaks of, and this scripture says, "For Esau is the end of the world." He's the end of the world. So meaning this, when he's ruling the planet and all that, he runs everything. That's the end of the world. But it says this afterwards, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So when his world ends, we're gonna come in afterwards and rule the planet like he did. And guess what? Like all that slavery he made us do, he's gonna do double that. He's doing double that. You know what I mean? Everything he did to us, he gets double. You know what I mean? How dare he? He gets double all that, man. That's what he deserves. That's what he's gonna get. His life is gonna be hell when we rule this place. So it's like, you know what I mean? We're not gonna be here in this forever, but we in this time right now. What we need to do right now in this time period right now. Meaning these nations are rising against each other, rising against other nations, like the scriptures said in Matthew 24. Meaning these things are coming to pass. We are coming to the end. We are in the end. We're very near. And this is time for us to really get right. I know Christians ain't going to understand that, though. I know you Muslim brothers ain't going to understand that, though. You know what I mean? I know you sisters ain't going to understand that that's not in the truth, that wants to, you know what I mean, fulfill all the lust in her heart. She want to go to the club and all that. She want to look for the next brother, and she just got married that night. And the next morning she looking for the next brother to marry. Go ahead, Abba. Go ahead.
If I may, the things that are going to get done to Esau at that time is going to be a righteous judgment.
Right. Telling nothing but the truth. When what he gets is going to be righteous, man. Tell me the Lord is righteous in every way. The Lord is righteous. So if he wants to put judgment out on you, You deserve that judgment. And damn, you gotta be a certain type of special type of evil wicked for the Lord want to get rid of you completely, to cut you off. Because that's what see, next week I'm bringing it out. Next week I ain't gonna say too much right now. I'm gonna bring out some. It's gonna be heavy. I'm just pull it out. It's all good. But yeah, like, you know what I mean? They know that they're not gonna win in this time. Like, they know that. They know, so that's why they trying to. And what you think they care about? They bombing them over there. What you think they feel about us? And even the people in this country, like the people that run this country, the top people that run this place, this empire right here, they want to exterminate. They want to get rid of us. That's their goal. That's their goal, man. They is to make sure that we don't rise like that. We are shoot. If you even go to Exodus chapter 1 verse, I don't even think. Yeah, 1 verse 10, something like that. Talking about how the Egyptians, they was like, man, look, come on, man, come on. Let's get it real quick. Let's get it real quick since we're talking about it. Since we talking about it, let's get it. Exodus chapter 1, verse 10. And it reads, come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies. So look, they like, listen, they like, man, come on, man, we gotta deal wisely with these Israelites, man, with these blacks, Latinos, and they are multiplying in our land. They're multiplying. They are mightier than we. They mightier than us. They better than us. They doing all this in our land. Like, we gotta watch them, man. Watch them. Well, we need to figure out what we need to do about these people in our land. That's the same mindset our oppressor has today in America. That's the same mindset he has. Let me finish the verse off real quick. Salaka. That when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. So, like, listen, this is what they thinking in their head, man. They really don't. This is the oppressor mind state now today. The higher ups. This is how he feel about us. He wants to deal wisely with us. He see that we the best at every damn thing. Like, we the best at every sport, every Olympic sport that's out there. We number one in every damn thing. We flourishing here in somewhat, you know what I mean? Let us do wisely with them. The more that we afflict them, the more they multiply. Damn, we need to find something to do about these people, man. That's what they're thinking about. And we don't need to be sleeping in this place and trying to be relaxed and all that garbage. You know what I mean? We don't need to be relaxed in this place. That's the last thing you need to do. In this place, that's the last thing you need to do is be laxed and try to just work your little job. Fill your like the general was saying last night, like fill your bank account up. All right, there ain't nothing wrong with money and all that stuff. I'm just saying, like, where your mind need to be at is being on the right side of the Lord.
Right.
That's where your mind need to be, not to carnalities and things like that. You know what I'm talking about? That's what we need to do. And brothers and sisters that might be listening, that's outside of the school, that might even know me. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm telling you this because, you know what I mean, we got love for you, brothers and sisters. We don't want you falling. We don't want you to perish with the destruction that's going to be like taking place here in this empire. Because all them things that's happening over there is going to come here. It's going to come here. Telling you now, we've been telling you since 1969. So just come in this truth, man. Come in this truth. You need to call the numbers, call whoever you need to call, get into your nearest school or the school that's nearest you. You know what I mean? Call the number up. Get some information about what you need to do to get in here and the right things you need to do while you're in here. How to move up if you're a brother, move up the right way into the school. If you're a sister, come in here. Like we welcome brothers and sisters. We not them purple dudes. You know what I mean? Don't get us mixed up with them. They left us. They turned cold turkey and left us. They left. And they wasn't who they are now when they left either. They was like the leader of that camp. He was in the group. He was in the group in the 90s, man. He was with us, but he couldn't fight that demon that he had. He ended up leaving. He ended up being a corrupt cop against his people, terrorizing brothers and sisters in New York, and all that. You know what I mean? Then made an Israelite group. That broke down. Then he made another one, which the one that y'all see now, them purple dudes. You know what I mean? Not them. We not them. We not going. I know they make y'all. I don't know if y'all know anything about them, but they do a lot of heinous acts to brothers and sisters in that group. You know what I mean? They're not prophets of the Lord at all. I.S.U.P.K brothers, we are. The coming to Israelite School and Universal Practical Knowledge. We're the real prophets and priests of the Lord in here. Come in here, we'll guide you the right way. Brothers and sisters, man, come in here. Pile up in here. You know what I mean? I know what we say sound like it's harsh and all that. Really, it's just your demon. It's the demon in you that feel attacked. The demon feels attacked. And he feels like he wants to stay in you. He wants to be housed inside of you. You know what I mean? He don't want to leave. Taking these words we saying, even if it sound harsh, even if it sound like, damn, like why you had to come at me like that? We doing this because we love you, man. Come in these classes. Get yourself right. Get your mind right. Because, hey, man, we at the end. What was I was holding something, right? I was holding what was I? I was at damn. Oh yeah, I was in Exodus. Yeah, we made the point on that. You know what I mean? Made the point. So listen, yeah, we coming to the end. And what we need to do is love each other in these last times. This is the Brotherhood class, man. Listen. We need to love each other in these last days, not hate each other, not going around wanting to kill each other, not having an evil eye towards your brother or your sister. And that means this too, brothers, and goes for sisters as well. Fight your lust. You know what I mean? Like, all right. So, brothers, don't be so weak to your flesh where you can't turn down. Like, you know, a sister is dealing with things. Like a sister could be throwing herself to you. Like, have some discipline and know, like, you know what I mean? Sex is marriage. Sex is marriage. Sex is marriage. And what that means is when you lay down with that sister, you can't leave her. You can't leave her. You leave her, you destroy that sister, man. You can't leave her. You can't destroy her like that. You must keep her for all the days of your life. After that, till death do you part. That's what that means. So that means if you ain't ready to stick around with that sister till one of you, you know what I mean, till death do you part, for all the days of your life, don't lie down with that sister, man. Like, how weak have we become in this place where you can't turn down some boxer? You can't do that. You that much you that weak to your flesh, you let your flesh control you that much. Like, damn, you don't have no love for your sister. Like, love for that sister would be this. Like, I did this. Like, all right, it was a sister that I went and visited a sister, right? And the whole time she wants to, you know what I mean, take that step where we don't need to take. You know what I mean? Well, hold your point about take that step we don't need to take. Now, the whole time, you got to realize, like, this sister having problems with smoking weed, this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? You got to hold up. You got to realize if you do that to that sister, you're destroying. You got to stick with her. You can't just, do that and throw her away. You know what I'm talking about? You do that, you got to keep her. So, learn how to turn some things down. Like, I had to turn down dimes before because I know they wasn't so-called beauty is vain. Beauty is vain. But I'm just saying, I'm saying all this to say, like, whatever comes your way, it could be Satan coming to you as a beautiful woman. You might have to evaluate the situation, brother. Like, listen. Don't destroy the sister when you go, all right, go ahead, lie down with her, and then go leave her after that. Sister, don't destroy yourself. Don't what's the word? Don't whore yourself out. Dishonor yourself. I say that. Yeah, dishonor yourself by going behind that brother's back and giving that box up to another brother. You dishonoring yourself by doing that. You dishonor your nation doing that. You stick with you lie down with that brother, you stick with that brother forever. So that's what we need to do. Like, those little things, they not little, they big, but like little things like that, that'll help out a lot. You know what I mean? Brothers, don't sleep with your brother's woman. Don't be lusting after your brother's woman. You know what I mean? Having an eye toward, like, man, like, checking her out and all that. Don't be doing that. It's a lot. And if you catch yourself doing it, check it instantly. Check that. Like, don't let that live in you like that. Check it. Because we're not supposed to be doing that at all. You know what I mean? We ain't supposed to do that. Christ said, if you are looking at a brother's woman and like that in your head, it's like you already committed adultery. Paraphrasing a little bit. So little things like that, you know what I mean? Look out for the children. Don't make sure they brought up the right way. And I know brothers and sisters think they raising their children up correctly. Really bring them children up. Bring yourself and the children all up in the I.S.U.P.K. and we'll make sure the household is coming up correctly. You know what I mean? That's what it takes, man. We got to stick together in these last days and times where everything is going to go haywire. Everything's going to go left. Everybody's going to stick to themselves. You know what I mean? Christians that want to, and Muslims, but Christians like that love all these heathens, and really you don't love all the heathens. You just love the oppressor, man. You just love the oppressor. You love whoever is in power, and which is the oppressor that the devil the Bible speaks of. You really love him. You want to get together with him, but in these last times, in these last days, they're going to stick with each other. They're going to go amongst each other and stick to themselves. The Chinese, which are the Moabites, the children of Moab, they're going to stick to each other. The children of Ammon, the Japanese, they're going to stick to themselves. You know for damn sure Amalek is sticking with each other. You see, they fighting right now. They fighting Palestine right now. You know what I mean? Esau in general, the Edomites in general are going to be sticking to themselves. Here in America, they're gonna be. What you think is gonna happen when the war kicks off here in America? And all these things must happen so we can be free from this place. All these things must happen.
Right.
You want to be free, right? These things must happen. And we've been praying for days like this where they fight against each other, where they destroy each other so we can rise as a nation afterwards. You know what I'm talking about? And shout out to everybody in the chat. You know what I mean? Most High in Christ. You know what I mean? What we must do is stick with each other because everybody else gonna stick with themselves. Elam, they're gonna stick with each other, man. I was just slaving with shout out to General Hazayan. I was just with him, slaving with him, doing a little gig, security and all that. And the Elam was in charge of all of it. Like Elam was in charge of the whole thing. And they getting rich off the whole thing, right? It was an auction, but like it's a whole thing for them to get money and all this things like that. They in control of all the thing. They got everything lined up, all they computers and everything set up. And I was watching. I'm like, they don't really love the Edomites that was there, that was trying to talk with them and everything. They ain't give a damn about them. They cared about their own. They cared about their own, man. And that's what they doing. Everybody is in a fight to stick with their own people and make sure that their people is fine and is going to be all right when the turning of the tides happen. Like what just happened earlier this week. When World War III starts, and it's happening quick. Like we are going into it real quick, real fast, man. I don't know, man. Just come in this truth, man. Be sincere. Come in these classes. You need counseling. You got things going on at home that you don't feel like you can handle on your own. Call the number it should be in the description. Call that number in the bottom. Call that number, man. Get some counsel you need it. Call it. We here for you. So, all right, we're going to get 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. Slock. You got it, though?
10 and 4?
Yeah, 10 and 4. Got it.
2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. Thy father made our yoke grievance. Now therefore erase the subword, the grievance.
Give me yeah, it was the correct one, but give me verse 5.
Verse 5. And he said unto them, come again unto me after these days. And the people departed.
Slide. What you got?
2 Corinthians 10 and 5.
Let me catch up with you real quick. Slide. Oh, shit. All right. Bear with me, Israel Salami, my bad. Yeah, so we gotta realize, like, hold on. Oh yeah, that's what that was. Yeah, give me. Yeah, verse 4. Give me verse 4. Right.
The father made our yoke. Yeah,
you had the wrong scripture then. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. It's all right, I'll read it. I got you. Get the next one you can get for me is Romans 13:11.
Okay.
Yeah, just get that one. So yeah, 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Our weapons are not carnal. Like, we don't need to rely on certain things like I don't know. It's basically just putting more trust in the carnal things, putting all your trust in a weapon, meaning like a gun. But it's also wise to get one. There's nothing wrong with getting firearm, but the main thing is, you know what I mean, to be on the Lord's good side. That's the main thing, you know what I mean? Like, for our weapons of our warfare is not carnal. For the weapons of our warfare is not carnal. I'm gonna read on. But mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. You know what I mean? We got to trust in the Lord in this time period, man. We got to trust in the Lord, no one else. The Lord is going to be the one to redeem you out of this place. The Lord is going to be the one to deliver you out, to deliver you from the hands of the wicked, of the heathen. He's going to do that. No one else can do that for you. So it just makes, you know what I mean? That's just something I want to bring out right there. If you got Romans chapter 13 and 11, go ahead and give me that. Whoa, Slack, hold on. Let me bring something else out real quick. Now, we brought that out. Let me show you what's going on, the hell that's going on over there in you know what I mean? Over there in Israel right now. Let me see. Slack. Damn, I hate when I do that. Slack. All right. All right, bear with me. Y'all should be able to hear. Oh, this is them. See, now, after that, they was having a good old time over there, man. They was over there dancing. You heard the music, right? They were over there dancing and having a good old time. They don't even peep. They ain't even peep the them Arabs flying out them. What they call them? They call them them paraglide things. Like, you know what I mean? The militia came down in paraglides. You know what I mean? They was gliding down quietly. They crept up on them, got them. They, you know what I mean, ambushed them. And listen, look at this. Eyewitnesses said gunshots were fired into an encircled crowd as hundreds of partygoers fled the site. They all fled the site as gunshots was being shot into their crowd. You know what I mean? While they was having a good old time over there. That's what happened. See what's more. They taking the women. They taking their wives right in front of them. You know what I mean? Taking them hostage. And the husband got to see them taking them away. It's crazy, man. All the wreck. Now you see it. You see it. Now it's another one I'm gonna show y'all. It's another one I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Stop sharing. Bear with me. Bear with me. All right, so Now see this. This done went viral already. I'm sure people seen it. You know what I mean? I'm running it back. I'm sloppy. Holding her by her hair. Holding her by her hair. She's bleeding at the pants, at the behind of her pants. You know what I mean? She's bleeding back there. Sliced up on her arm. And this Arab is grabbing her by the hair. Taking her hostage. Putting her in the... I don't think this is going to happen here. I don't think this is going to come here. Think again, man. No, they beating on them while they hostage in the trunk. All these things must happen, man. See that? You know what I mean? They happy and proud about it. Yo, check this out, man. Check this out. I bet them Israelis know how it feel to be a nigga now. You know what I mean? I bet they know how it feel to be a nigga. Taking hostage or women being kidnapped, raped, you know what I mean, robbed, ravished, you know what I mean, or children to be ravished and kidnapped, taken hostage, away from the family, away from the parents, far away from the parents. Shoot. I think we know something about that. We know Israel. We know something about that. We know a little something about our people being abused. We know something about both sides of the coin. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The militia, they did this because they was being oppressed over there by the Israelis. Therefore, hence them attacking them when they had the opportunity to. You know what I mean? We've been oppressed over here. We've been oppressed. We've been oppressed, man, over here. We've seen some great oppression over here. And we also know what it feels like to be, you know what I mean, abused, starved in the ghetto, you know what I mean, to slave for a vicious monster over top of us, you know what I mean? We know what that's like, and you know what I mean, they got a little taste of our life. They got a little taste of that. I mean, y'all feeling bad for them. They don't give a damn about you. It's horrible that it's happening, right? No, I mean, it's a terrible thing what's going on with them, right? It's the Lord's will, though. It's the Lord's will. This is what the Lord wants. He wants this to happen because he wants his people to be free. These dumb Christians think that God loves everybody. How? He don't love them Israelis right now. He don't love them Pakistanians right now. He don't love them right now. What say you about that? What the hell they got to say about that? Come on. The Lord only loves us. And you know what I mean? That's self-explanatory. You see, he's doing this. This is his will to destroy them, to have them fight against each other so we could be freed up at the end. So we could see the end of this thing, man. We can see the end of this and we'll rule the planet afterwards. You know what I mean? It's escalating too. It's escalating. You got what I need over there. Yeah, Romans 13 and 11. And the brothers And that just struck me something crazy. Slogging. Just raise your hand when you. Yeah, well, Slogging. Hold on a second. Yeah, 13:11. Yeah, yeah, it just threw me for a loop. That brother earlier when he talking about cages. You ain't think about your brothers. Isupk right brothers over there locked up in chains for the longest. I ain't hear him speak out about speak out against ISIS when they was doing their thing, you know what I mean? Under Trump. I ain't hear him say nothing about that. But everybody wanna take the side of the devil. I get it. Go ahead reading about 13:11.
Romans 13:11.
Right.
And that knowing the time that now.
Yeah, and that knowing the time. And that knowing the time. Go ahead read.
That now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
That is high time. That it is high time to awake out of sleep. Israel, man, we gotta wake up out of sleep, man. We've been rocked to sleep way too long in this place, man. We've been rocked to sleep way too long. How long you gonna be asleep? When we gonna get some strength back? Hey, black man, when we gonna get some strength? When I say black, I'm talking about all the tribes, all 12 tribes, man. When we gonna get some strength back? You know what I mean? Oh wait, I forgot, man. You too busy sucking on them cigarettes. I forgot. You busy sucking on them cigarettes, sucking on them blunts, sucking on any blunt you can get a hold of. You know what I'm talking about? Until you burn your fingers at the finger, your fingertip. You too busy trying to figure that out. You too busy strung out over gummy bears and things like that. The weed gummy bears, you know what I'm talking about? Like, you know what I mean? You too busy following your lust and satisfying your lust to do anything, let alone run an empire, let alone be rulers over a nation. How the hell you gonna do that when you too busy trying to figure out where you're gonna get your next high off of a gummy bear? Come on, brother. Come on, bro. Like, the thing you need to do is put the gummy bears down. Put the weed gummy bears down. Put that down, right? Stop sucking on the blunts. Stop sucking on the cigarettes and the blacks, all the blacks, and all I mean. Stop that. You got a mouth fetish. You know what I mean? You can fight that demon. Come in the I.S.U.P.K. We could clean you up, brother. We clean you up nice and sturdy, nice and, you know what I mean, righteous in here, man. You know what I mean? Come up in here. Come up in here. You'll see what the Lord will do for you up in here, man. That's what we need. Go ahead reading about.
Come. That now it is high time to waking out of sleep. But now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
Right. So we gotta. This is not a time to be sleeping. Let me get with you real quick too. Actually, if you could read it again from the top.
Come. And that knowing the time that now it is high time to waking out of sleep.
Time to wake out of sleep, black man. It's time. It's time. It's been time. Go ahead, read.
Come. But now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. And that is nothing but the truth. That scripture right there, man. Our salvation is nearer than than we believe. We thought it was going on. I don't know what we thought. I don't know what brothers thought. Like, all right, probably 10 more years down the line. 10 more years down the line, you know what I mean? He's gonna go ahead. Yeah, 10 years down the line, he's gonna come back and save us, redeem us. We ain't got nothing to worry about. We ain't got nothing to worry about. Brother, you got all to worry about. You better be worried about being on the Lord's good side, man. Because when he comes and visits this place is going to see a judgment that has never this place going to see something that nobody has seen on the face of the earth. The judgment this place going to get, it's the worst judgment. They get something vicious. This place here, you know what I mean? So from there, I'm gonna go get Micah chapter 2, verse 10. If you listening, you go ahead and you know what I mean, meet me. You can meet me there. If you listening. So like Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. This place here, America, called America, man, this is not your rest. This ain't your rest. We ain't not to be chilling out, doing whatever we want here in this place. This is not our rest. The scripture said this is not our rest. It told us to arise. Arise ye and depart. For this is not your rest, because it is polluted. This place is polluted. Like, this place is polluted to the max. It lets everything in. That's why it's called the mother of harlots. The mother of harlots, America. This place is going to be called Slogan. That's why it's called mother of harlots, because it lets everything in. Religions like Christianity and Islam, Buddhism, Judaism, Hinduism, all them little religions, man. The Lord don't approve of none of it. He ain't with none of it, man. He only with the I.S.U.P.K under Commander GEN.YAHANNA. That's the only thing he with, man. He ain't with none of these little bogus behind groups or anything like that, man. So, all right, look, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read on if there's anything. It's like it. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. This place gonna destroy you, man. You think you're gonna be good in this place, thinking that you can get some good rest or like a good relaxation time. You can do meaning you can do whatever the hell you want. You think you could do whatever you want, but the scriptures say otherwise, man. You can't do anything you want in this place because, you know what I mean? That means you're going to be an enemy to God. You're going to be an enemy to God. And, you know what I mean? You're most likely going to fall with this place. You're going to fall with America, man. That's what's going to happen straight up. Just saying. Like, slide. Straight up. Just come in this truth, man. See what it do for you. Just give it another try, man. You tried the other thing for too long, man. You had the other thing before, man. You had that already for an amazingly good amount of time. You have that other thing that does nothing for you. Islam, or a brother in there he'll put a damn Muslim over his brother that suffered with him in the ghetto, man. He'll put a so-called Muslim over himself. He'll put a Muslim before you, bro. That's why I listen, man. We can't be trying to be with all these other different ideologies, man. Because it does nothing for you but destroy you, man. It does nothing for you. Now I'm gonna drop that and I'm gonna get shoot, I don't know. I'll just keep talking. So with this is like, you know what I mean, we gotta realize what day and age we in, what time we in. We gotta know what time it is, man. Palestinians, they're, you know what I mean, they're doing evil to brothers slacking. They're doing evil to people's women over there, right next to unalived bodies. Damn. I mean, goddamn. Like, that's what's going on over there, man. And we can't think that In other words, too, like you think they the Jew now? Do you think that they're the real Jews now? The scriptures say, like when, like paraphrases, like when we get in rulership, the world is going to be in peace. The world is going to be at peace. They're ruling right now, but the world is at war. The world is at war. So obviously they not the true Israelites. That's why they call themselves Jewish for a reason. To be something like, but not quite. All right. So yeah. Just gotta realize what time we in. We gotta wake up. You know what I mean? Sisters need to get, and this is the time for sisters like to get a real man, not a brother that you could just walk over, and you feel like that's good for you because you could walk over him and he'll do whatever you tell him to do, or do whatever you want him to do. He'll do it. You tell that nigga to jump, he'll say how high. You know what I mean? You don't need a brother like that. I'm gonna tell you right now, you in these times, you're gonna need a brother in the U.P.K. You're gonna need a brother in here to set your house in order, man. Set your house in order, meaning the children all the way up to you, get him right. And he's gonna be learning from the Lord. He's gonna get his guidance from the Lord on how that household should run. And when he does it, when he actually enforces it, the household will run perfectly. The household runs smoothly, man. That's what will happen. That's what needs to happen, man. Get your woman in line, and then you know what I mean. First of all, you gotta get the right brother. You gotta get the right brother, sisters. You gotta get the right brother. Y'all going to the wrong places. Y'all going to the clubs and then getting one night stands and destroying yourself, destroying your spirit with that, man. Our daughters are not to be whores and our daughters not to be of a harlot. You know what I'm talking about? Like I can get that real quick. Let me get it real quick. Think I'm lying and all that. You know what I mean? Just in case you think I'm lying, I got the receipt. I got the scripts. I got the scriptures for you, man. So Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 17. You know what I mean? There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel. There shall be no whores of the daughters of Israel, man. I just got finished telling you, sisters, get a brother in here. Don't whore yourself. When you do get him, don't whore yourself on that brother that's in the school, man. He risks his life for his people, man. He's on the front lines for his people and all that, man. He fights for his people spiritually, so that his people get the words of God, and that we come out of this place and that we do the right thing while we're here in this place. You know what I mean? Respect that brother, man. Reverence the Lord's prophets, man. Reverence them, man. That's what needs to be said, man. It needs to happen. But and you know, I know sisters got a problem with a smoking problem. They got a weed problem and this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? Brothers as well. They can't stop sucking on that blunt. They can't stop sucking on a cigarette. Things like they don't know how to do it. Just fight it, man. I heard. See, I never smoked a day of my life. I don't know. You know what I mean? I never did. But like Jeremiah Hyman brought out in his classes, he stay bringing it out. Like it's gonna hurt physically when you stop doing it, but you got to endure that pain. Endure that pain that you're gonna have when you put the blunt down, when you put the cigarette down, when you stop smoking blacks and all that garbage. Stop being a damn alcoholic, destroying your household, brother. It's like brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? Stop being whores, whoring against that brother, man. or you brothers being whoremongers, sleeping with other brothers' women, sleeping with other men. Dang. Brothers doing that today, man. At a rapid pace. You know what I mean? We just trying to show you something different. Because, like, brothers that sleep with other brothers as well, the scriptures got something to say about you. Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 17. Actually, if you can get it, you can get it. 23 and 17. Let me know what you got. Right.
Got it. Deuteronomy 23, verse 17. There should be no whores of the daughters of Israel.
Just got finished breaking that down. There shall be no. Yeah, it's good. There shall be no whores of the daughters of Israel, man. Daughters of Zion, you are not to be whores. Y'all supposed to be the best example. Y'all supposed to be the princesses of the earth and the most beautiful woman, delicate woman on the face of the planet. You're not to be a whore a whore. You're not to whore yourself out to another nation of people or to a person that's not your husband. Read on the bar.
Nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
Nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. Meaning what, man? You're gonna have to take the rods out your mouth. You're gonna have to stop doing that. You're gonna have to stop seeking your filthy, lustful pleasures, your demonic pleasures. Want to go ahead and be a sodomite, commit acts of sodomy against another man. Like, come on, man. The scriptures say the effeminate shall not inherit the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
Do that, man. Listen, I wouldn't be doing that if I was you. I'm just saying. Because you a man any damn way. What the hell? I know. We had people. Some people had hard lives. Some people had difficult lives before. You know what I mean? But that time is not that time is up, man. Like, come in this truth and put that past behind you. You come here anyway. That means that everything you did in the past is like, you know what I mean? I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. That brother did it. Like, I'm such and such. I'm not him. I'm not that brother that was in the world. I'm a different being. I'm not even him anymore. I don't know who the hell you're talking about. That's what we need to do, man. That's what we need to do. Shoot, man. I guess let me see. Cause like, what we gonna do? Like, are we gonna wait around? We gonna wait around, like brothers and sisters in Islam and in the Muslim mosque. Answer me this: like, are we gonna be so? Is it gonna be tawab if we don't hearken unto the Lord? And then all these things that's happening come to us next? That'll mean you'll be leading the sheep astray, man. You'll be leading the sheep astray. And that we won't have no room to get right with the Lord. Give me Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1, and I think I'm going to wrap it up. You know what I mean? Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Let me know when you get it. You know what I mean? Because this is an important scripture. We must do what this scripture say right here, man. We must do what this scripture say. We must do what all the commandments of the Lord says for us to do. All of them. Don't give a damn if you Christian. You feel like Christ died so you could be a sinner, so you could continue in sin. So you could continue in sin. Listen to that. You got it?
2 and 10?
Yeah, that's too. Just get it and hold on to it. I'm gonna get something real quick.
Sing and rejoice. Did it?
Slide. Oh yeah, I mean. So you could do that. Let me get verse 6. Oh, damn. Hold on. It's a lot. Romans chapter 6, verse 6. Romans chapter 6, verse 1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? Hey man, listen, I'm gonna drop down to verse 15. Verse 15. What then? Shall we sin because we are not under grace? It's like because we are not under the law, meaning the law of the old, meaning like okay, you break the law, you get unalive for that. We're not living like that no more, but we're under grace. So it says this. It says, shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace? God forbid. God forbid, man. Nah, we supposed to keep these. Nah, I'll give you some more. I'll give you some more. You know what I mean? No sweat. Christians need to see some more, probably. It's all good. It is all good. Because we here for this. We here to break down all the lies and all that garbage. You know what I mean? All right. 1 John chapter 3, verse 4. For whatsoever is born. Oh, so like I got the wrong one. 1 John chapter 3, verse 4. And every man that have his hope in him purifieth himself, even as his self. It's like even as he is pure. I think I got the wrong one. Hold on a second. Slacking. My bad. Slacking. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's right. All right. First, hold on. Well, I'll give 5 and I think it's second. Slacking. Oh, slacking right here. My bad. It was right here. 1 John chapter 3, verse 4. Whosoever committeth the sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law. Sin is transgression of the law, man. That's what sin is. You know what I mean? And you going against, you doing whatever you want because you think Christ came to die for you to do whatever you want. That's you know what I mean? That's hypocrisy. I should really get the whole breakdown on you for real. Because Matthew chapter 5 and verse 18 says verse 17 says I am now. So let me get it real quick. Get into the whole breakdown real quick. Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Matthew chapter 5, verse 17 says, think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Verse 18. So that right there, man, he's coming to fulfill the law. He ain't coming to destroy the law or the prophets of the Old Testament. That's what it's talking about. Verse 18, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. Meaning the dot of the I, the cross of the T and the dot of the I shall in no wise pass from the law. Meaning like the law is going to be here forever. That's what that means. I'm going to go to verse 19. Hold your point about. So like, whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Like, you know what I mean? You're going to be the least in the kingdom of heaven. Just go into Christian church and do what they do. Tell the lies about how the laws is gone away with. Christ came to die for everybody. That we don't need to keep the commandments because the Lord forgives us. He understands my heart. You're gonna be you're gonna be the least in the kingdom effing around with them Christians. All right, I'm gonna let you know that right now. Matthew chapter 19 and 19 and 17 says what? Speed through these real quick. And he said unto him, why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is God. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. You got to keep the commandments to inherit life. You know what I mean? To have life, keep the commandments, man. Keep the commandments. Then Romans 6 and 1. I'm gonna go back to that real quick. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? And verse 15, go to verse 15. What then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace? God forbid. Just because we're under grace don't mean that we not supposed to keep the commandments of God. We're supposed to always keep these commandments of God, no matter what, man. When the hell the law ever been gone away with? Like Matthew chapter 5 and verse 19 said, as long as the earth is here, as long as the heavens and earth is here, we are going to be under we're supposed to be following the commandments. That's what that says. Like, hey man, like it or not, that's what it say, man. But 1 John chapter 3 verse 4, whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law, for the sin is the transgression of the law. Transgress the law, you breaking the law of God, you're sinning. Not being born like I don't know how that Pastor Sam was talking about in that battle with Captain Cesario. He got flamed, by the way. Shout out to Captain Cesario. He flamed his ass up. But Matthew chapter 5 verse 3. Oh man. Next one. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. You got to keep the commandments. If you say you love God, Christians, right? Keep his commandments, but you don't want to do that because you say God knows your heart, and that you can do whatever you want. Like, you know what I mean? It's all right. He gonna forgive me. Y'all got a day coming. I'm gonna tell y'all that. That's all I can say for you. Go ahead. You got something? Go ahead.
When they say Christ came to fulfill the law, some people think when they say fulfilled, the law is done away with. So you got to explain that to them. They think fulfilled mean that the law is done away with. It's over with. Christ came, now Christ came, that law is other way, it's fulfilled.
That's why I just got to finish explaining to them. Yeah, you know what I mean? They don't understand. Like, you know what I mean? They think the fulfillment, they think that they are fulfilled and all that. Well, obviously not. We still enslaved under Edomites today. Obviously we not. Christ ain't come back yet. We're not. Like, you know what I mean? And even then, the law is still gonna be in effect forever. Like, they don't know the Bible. That's the thing. That's the thing with them. They don't understand. And I'm just saying that to say, like, you know what I mean? Just get out the church quick as you can. Get the hell out. Get out the Muslim mosque. Get out. Get out of there, man. Brothers wearing kufis. I don't understand you. All right, now, with that being said, I think I'm gonna cut this class. That was about it. All right. This is Precinct Officer Mathomyad of the I.S.U.P.K. We've been around since 1969, teaching the truth to Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that they are the real Jews that the Bible talks about, the Bible speaks of, and that the oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of. And with that, shalom. That's right.